Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy videos like this, please be sure to hit like and click subscribe, and you'll be notified of future videos if you click the little bell. What happened to Madison Scott? This unsolved case is anything that screams foul play if I've ever seen it. Now, it's unsolved right now. Madison Geraldine Scott is a Canadian missing person. She disappeared May 28, 2011 after a birthday party she attended at Hogsback Lake. She planned to spend the night camping with a friend, but her friend left during the night without her. Some of the last people to have left 3 hours later reportedly left between 3 and 4 a.m. They reported speaking with Scott and asking if she wanted a ride home. This was the last time anybody ever talked to her. Maddie Scott was born to Eldon and Dawn Scott April 29, 1991. She was the younger sibling of Ben and the older sibling of Georgia. She enjoyed dirt biking, figure skating, horseback riding. So she's been described as a vivacious, fun-loving, and social personality. She would often break off engagements if she felt there was something more fun she could do. Her relationship status: she was single at the time of her disappearance. She was on a couple of dating sites. There was a guy who she was interested in for some time who was at the party Friday night for a bit, but he told her he just wanted to be friends. According to her father, she was a bit upset, but nothing drastic. There was another boy she was interested in, but according to Dawn Scott, she wasn't really interested in him. He got a bit huffy in private, according to only a couple of people, but not a public display. The daughter's cell phone records indicate that she had an incoming call at 12:30 a.m. on May 28th of 2011, the night of the party, from a young guy who we know. At the time of her disappearance, she was 20 years old, weighed approximately 160 to 180 pounds, standing 5'4", with green eyes and natural ginger hair color. She had numerous ear piercings and a nose piercing. She'd recently got a tattoo of a bird meant to represent falcon on her inside left wrist. She went to Hogsback Lake in her 1990 Ford F-150 pickup truck with Jordy Bolduc. I don't know if I'm pronouncing Jordy's name right. There were a number of items which Scott took with her to the lake remained on, in, and around the vehicle after her disappearance. Many of those items were of value. Items found around the truck after her disappearance included a two-person dual-toned blue tent, sleeping bags, toiletries, costume jewelry. Items opened in the bed after her disappearance included a hatchet, a cooler, wine, beer, gas can, motorbike boots, some clothes, her purse, and expensive camera. Numerous items were known to be missing at the time of her disappearance, include the clothes that she was wearing, an iPhone with a robin's egg blue case, and a large cluster keys with the Ford key on a Gothic-style lanyard. Other than Jordy Bolduc, Scott was friends with a few others at the party, spending most of her life in Vanderhoof. Scott attended the Nashako Valley Secondary School, where she met Bolduc in 2007. The party was advertised on Facebook. Now, the lake is not very big and not very deep, so easy to search. So allegedly, her friend Jordy left and came back the next morning. There was allegedly a fight that broke out around midnight, and Bolduc, injured and drunk, felt compelled to leave her new boyfriend. According to Bolduc, even though she tried to convince Scott to leave, Scott was already in her sleeping bag, didn't want to get up, so Bolduc left her there. She came back to the campsite with the boyfriend 8:30 the next day to get her clothes and a sleeping bag. Before she went on her way to work, she found her Scott's tent unzipped and her sleeping bags and stuff moved to the side. She didn't see Scott, never reported this to anyone. Her parents drove up on Sunday and called the police and reported her missing. So I'm going to start the tarot cards like I always do. Wasn't she cute? I mean, cute. This is tragic. This is tragic. So I always start with the tarot cards, and I always do the haunted house tarot first. And then I followed by my go-to universal weight deck. So I'm going to ask the haunted house tarot to take us right before her, disappearance. Take us through right before her disappearance. Pull the first card. Whoa. I'm seeing two people who could be responsible right away. And this feels like it could have been a plan, because this is the Three of Pentacles, which is a plan. So right away, now, this is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. But allegedly, she got woken up by these two people. And then what happened? Five of Cups. This is the drinking card. There was drinking involved. This is the drinking card. We can see the drinks. So someone had too much to drink. There's the two people again. There's the two people. This person has a weapon. This is pretty much a plot by two people. Two people. Alcohol was a factor. Holy shit. Remember, this is the haunted house tarot. All right? So it's going to be scary. So we have to follow it with the go-to deck before you jump to conclusions. But obviously something bad happened. We'll just call it that. Somebody was really focused on her. Could have been some jealousy here. There could have been some jealousy. I'm not saying there was, but there could have been. And this is plotting. Here we have two people. There's a plot. That's the Five of Swords again. There she is, attempting to run away. I'm beginning to wonder if this injury that they alleged from a fight was actually the fight with her. I don't know. I wonder if there was her DNA. I wonder if they even bothered to test that to see if they had her DNA on them or whoever was in that fight. All right, let's go to the go-to deck. So this looks like foul play, but the haunted house always is going to look like foul play. This is the universal weight. This is my go-to deck. So she felt alone that night. The hermit is alone. She felt alone that night. And here is, this could have been one of the friends or somebody, Queen of Swords. We don't know anything yet. Oh yeah. Here's where's my pointer? See the fight? There was definitely a fight. And it didn't, and this is like woken up and like thinking, oh my God. So there was a fight and then woken up, oh my God. There's two people. Wow, the cards want it to be clear that this was not a one-person deal. This was two people. The cards could not be more clear. This was a two-person deal. Wow. That's tragic. This is tragic. This is... The Rider-Waite is going right along with the Haunted House Tarot in that this did not end well. This is the fight broke out, and this did not end well. There's the two people again. Oh shoot! Look at them. I think they got injured. They got injured during the process of what they did to her. I think. I'm alleging this. I'm not sure. I can't say for sure. But this is them getting injured. So, if, allegedly, they did something to her. Where did they put her? Where did they put her? Covered her up in a very secure location. I mean, look at, you can't see behind that. They might have even paid. There might have been a money exchange here. There could have been a money exchange. It's near water. It's definitely near water, and was restrained and didn't know where she was. So she was, blindfolded. I'm not even sure if she was possibly alive when she was moved, but she could have been alive when she was moved. Here's the definite head wound, a definite head wound. Let me just see if I can get an idea of the terrain. Sometimes the universal weight's not a good sign. Oh, crap. That's what I was not hoping to get. At any rate, Spirit is trying to say, I feel like this is usually my deceased person, when it comes with Ten of Swords or the Death card. But I'm not going to allege that because I know the family would love to have her found. But I'm actually going to do something strange here. I'm going to see if we can actually talk to her, if we can actually communicate with her. So I use the steampunk. This is my steampunk deck, and this is what I use for communication with the deceased. And I'm going to say, Madison Scott. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I know some of you are going to say, well, let's pull cards on Jordy to see if Jordy was involved. And then there was somebody called Fribjon, Fribjornbjornson. Don't know how to pronounce those names. What do we have to know about Jordy being involved? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my God. What do we have to know about this Fribjon being involved? Here's a plot. There's two people again plotting. Was there somebody other than, if Fribjon wasn't it, was there somebody else? Wow, we're getting that same card again. Covered up, hidden, covered up, secure. Holy smokes. All right, I'm not going to make a conclusion on that, but I am going to communicate or attempt to communicate with Madison Scott. Madison Scott, if you're out in the spirit world, only if you're out in the spirit world, will you be able to communicate with us? Here's a young child. There's a young girl. That's the Page of Cups. Do you know what happened to you that night, Madison Scott? Do you know what happened to you? You were killed. You were injected? Not stabbed? You were injected? She was injected. Something injected into her blood. Well, okay, she knows that. She knows she was drinking. She's holding a drink. She knows that she was drinking. She was holding a drink. She thinks something was injected into her blood. She thinks that it was a plot. They drove her somewhere. It feels like there's a wheel. She was moved. She's not anywhere in that area. Do you know where you were taken to? Okay. There was some money handed off. Okay, so she's validating the money handed off. But she's kind of confused as to where she was going because she was in and out of consciousness. Okay. And there was a lot of disagreements and arguments going on. Okay. She's just sending love to her family here, so we'll just honor that. I don't think she knows where she is. Do you know where you are? A city full of smog, and what is a vat? VAT. That word just came to me. I'm just going to let it fly out there. VAT. Okay, VAT. That word just came to me. Like, I don't know, a dumping ground for where factories dump stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just getting like all this pollution, and I'm getting the word VAT. There's the pollution again. It's like buildings, and then where they just dump their stuff and it sits. And this is, oh man, what are you trying to say? That there could have been somebody who was interested in you? There's the card about it being a plot again. They had a plot. And here's the two people plotted against her. So this is like she does want to be found, and here's the smog, and here's like a dumping ground. It's a dumping ground for chemicals or something. It's a dumping ground. I think she's in a dumping ground. I'm just allegedly for entertainment purposes only. She wants justice to be done. Did you know who the people were who did this to you? God, we got the same card. That's the Four of Swords, you guys. That's been stalking us. The Four of Swords. I think she got possibly injected with something, because this is the Swords, and might not fully know who did this, because she could have been passed out. Because see, she's got her hand on the sword, and I think she suspects who it is, but I don't honestly think she can come forward and with beyond a shadow of a doubt. Well, let's really hope that she is found, and I'm actually going to ask the cards: is she going to be located? I'm going to ask the Robin Wood: is she going to be found? Is she going to be found at some point? The angels want to help. The angels want to help to bring closure to the family. This is still going to take a while. Somebody might come through. Somebody might come through with information that would actually put closure on it. Oh man, let's hope that happens. Somebody that knows something and knows where she might be and knows where to look. Somebody might come forward to say, look here, and they can look there and they might find her. Man, let's hope that happens so that there can be closure. Here's the poster if anyone wants to or knows anything. She is really cute. This is so tragic, really tragic. Well, send our thoughts and prayers to the family, and this again is for entertainment purposes only, and I'll see you on the next video.